Tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
No. I don't know. They get treated for psychiatric shit. No, I'm not sending them nothing. I'll send them some food from catering. Hell, I can contact Draven and have him send him some pizza from his pocket, some Hot Pockets or something. I don't care. How you doing, WPA? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford here with another edition of From the Front Row. And what a night of battles here as we conclude War Games here in WPA, folks. And we started the night off with some dark matches. Excuse me. It's kind of cold up here. But we had Texas Hate You versus Mark 69 versus Whiskey Warrior versus Luscious Lucius. And folks, Whiskey Warrior was able to pull out the upset and defeat Luscious Lucius. And me saying upset is kind of a overstatement, as it wasn't really that much of a match, as two of them didn't show up anyway, so it was actually just one-on-one. Now, in our next match, we had the Master Sean Puff versus Bobby Blaze. Now, you remember Sean was complaining about distractions and whatnot, and I asked him, I was like, are you going to have a problem with Bobby Blaze? You know, he's a former champ. He's like one title away from a Grand Slam. And his response was,
I don't have a problem. 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 I don't have a problem.
Yeah, he really sounded really mad about it. But hey, he didn't have a problem because he was able to defeat Bobby Blaze. Now, he went around looking for the Messiah because, after all, the Messiah dragged him away from the ring, and he was going to give him some payback. And, well, Messiah must have been hiding from him because he did have a match coming up. And we kind of asked him to kind of hold off. That way the Messiah had nothing, no excuses. Now, oh, we got a message. Well, let's see. Oh, we got Thelvin B. Murrowgood from Winnipeg asking us, so what's the deal with airline food, eh? Yeah, he's definitely Canadian. Well, Thelvin, we don't know what the deal with airline food is. It's kind of nasty. It's like going to Captain Chaos's house and having potato salad. You don't want to try it. Trust me. Now, we had a #1 contender match for Triple Threat title featuring two matches. Match 1 featured Chrysalis versus Emperor 2K Anomaly versus Casper 2779, and Chrysalis was able to pin Casper. And folks, I'm telling you, this new breed of folks we got here in WPA, they are looking for titles. And when they're putting matches, you gotta be on your A game because they are coming for gold. As a matter of fact, it reminds me, did I ever tell you guys a joke about butter? Never mind. I probably shouldn't spread it. Now, match number 2 was Shona Campbell versus Martel versus Kwani Fist. And we often wonder who would lose to somebody named Kwani. And we found out the type of person who would lose to somebody named Kwani is named Martel, as he got pinned by Kwani Fist. So, they'll be going up against whoever is the champ. They marked their spots, folks. They're on the road, all one step away from attaining gold. Now, in our next #1 contender match, we had a #1 contender match for the TV title in a fatal 5-way featuring Lady Assassin versus Needles Kane versus Supreme Knight versus the Wraith versus Big J Broski. Yeah, Jay Broski. Now, Lady Assassin was able to pick up the win using a little bit of ring smarts as Needles Kane incapacitated Supreme Knight. Lady Assassin rolled up behind Needles and got him out the ring and then pinned Supreme Knight to pick up the win and become the #1 contender for the TV title. What kind of name is Stelvin? Shit sounds very familiar. Do you think a joke about fake butter would be marginally better? No? Okay. Well, anyway. Now, in our next match, we had a #1 contender match for the IC title, and there was another 5-way, folks. Like I told you, it was a busy night. And it featured Queen Starlin J, who's been on a hot streak, versus the Beast, versus Lucha Libre, versus Money, versus the Darkstalker. You had a newcomer going against 4 OGs. And she outbested all of them by pinning Money, who just pinned the champ last week. That's what I'm talking about, folks. We have people in here that are looking to get gold, and we get a rematch of Queen Starlin J versus the Thai Villain. She's going up for it again. That's going. I know I said it before, folks. I'm gonna say it again. Hopefully, she learned her lesson. But this time, she might actually get that belt. Now in Trios Championship, we had the Switchblade, Johnathan, and the Messiah, who was looking over his shoulder, versus Red Death, versus Crazy Canuck, versus the First Lady, Alexa Leslie. And folks, we have new Trios champions, as Red Death was able to pin Switchblade. Now, after the match, the Master came out to face the Messiah, and they went at it, folks. Oh, it was vicious. It was blood all over the place, and it was an evenly matched contest until the Beast came back out and distracted the Messiah, and the Master took advantage and pinned him. Oh man, the Messiah was kind of hot. He was hot. They got so hot, he went out there and started fighting the Beast, and they fought to the back. They had to be separated once he got to the back, folks. It was it was one hell of a battle. I'm pretty sure the Messiah should be asking for a match against the Beast. See who can get some revenge on him. Now, in our Triple Threat Championship match, we had Captain Chaos, our champion, taking on Shepherd Bane. And the one person I always say is tough to beat one-on-one, but kind of 50-50 in a match where there's more than one person, the Essential J, the Masters. And folks, it's something we've been waiting to say here on the show, but Jay LeMasters has a sanction, folks, singles title that he had no help with, folks. He is our new Triple Threat champion. I told you guys. I told you. Didn't I tell him? I told him, right? Yeah. I told you he would get gold. And we wondered when it was going to happen. Not an if, just a when. Well, it happened at War Games, which is only fitting for someone of his caliber. As a matter of fact, he was just Phillips' pick of the week. You know, usually when you pick somebody, you know, sometimes it go either way. Now, in our tag team championships, we had the Professor and Johnny Rocco, the most unlikeliest of pairs. I still don't know how that happened. Going up against Killer Goons, Big Mel and Money, MF and Mike. And folks, we had another title change, as Big Mel and Money Mike was able to defeat the Professor and Johnny Rocco when Mike pinned the Professor to pick up the win. And it was a tough match, folks. It was not an easy match for them. They had to fight, and they earned that title. So we got Killer Goons with a Triple Threat Championship. We have Killer Goons with Tag Team Championship. we had one more Killer Goon going up for a title later in the night against Jermaine Walker, folks, for the World Championship. We'll get to that in a minute. In our IC Championship match, the Thai villain was facing the Prince of Crime, Delirious. And, folks, I feel bad. This guy went through weeks of triple threat championship defenses, successfully defending that sucker, only to get his shot at the IC title and then have time run out on him. And because of that, the Thai villain has retained his IC title, folks. Poor guy. But I'm pretty sure he'll be back in the title picture some point in time. Now, in our main event, we had Jermaine Walker taking on the Brass Hole, and it was not an easy match. But after the bell rang, only one person stood victorious, and it was Jermaine Walker. Still your WPA World Champion. That was a pretty good night, folks. You know, we had a week where Sinister went 0-4. Then a weekend where only one of them was able to win. None of them got pinned, though. So let's make that clear. But hey, folks, that's all we got. We got an exciting week coming up. Oh, I almost forgot, folks. After his match, Jermaine Walker actually called out Jayla Masters and challenged him to a match for his title, for the world title, in 2 weeks, folks. It was crazy. He said he's tired of the talk. He's tired of the back and forth. He wants to face Jayla Masters. And folks, I don't blame him. He has yet to actually beat Jayla Masters in a one-on-one match. It's like a personal goal for him to do that. Well, good luck to him. Like I said, Jayla Masters is a tough SOB, folks. One-on-one. Might have to put a cage in that one to keep everybody out of there. But that's all I have, folks. Stay tuned for Philip as he gives you his number one pick for the night. As always, hug your loved ones. Drive safe and pick up the phone, folks. Somebody out there might want to hear your voice. That's all I got. Take it away, Philip. Good evening, WPA. Once again, it is I, Philip Alexander Kennington IV. Now, War Games has concluded, and I found myself in a little predicament, as there were multiple individuals who just impressed the living daylights out of me. It was hard to pick just one. But at the end of the day, I picked the individual known as Chrysalis. as a newcomer, was able to carve their way en route to a triple threat championship match. That's what he did, didn't he? Yes, that's quite what he did. To go against one person, it takes some skill. To battle two other people and to come out on top is extraordinarily hard. Just ask Jayla Masters. Although a tough individual, he sometimes felt his butt. Not last night, of course, as he is the triple threat championship champion. And congratulations to you, Mr. Lemasters. I see I was very accurate in my awarding you as my performer of the week. But War Games, yes. Casales showed a penchant for violence and the tenacity for winning. Now, whether he keeps that up and defeats a man that's number 3 on my top 10 remains to be seen. Often people that I highlight on the show, they tend to, well, let's just say, not live up to the expectation afterwards. I mean, they can't all be the queen, right? Jeffrey, please make me an appointment. Thank you very much. Casales, although I don't care how silly your name sounds or how elementary it sounds, I hope you strive to add to your name triple threat champion, because it would be quite a letdown if you shall not do so. You know, fighting in a triple threat match, I must say, you need to have eyes in the back of your head, as at any given time when you think you have the upper hand, someone can come and snatch it away from you just like that. And Chrysalis, yes, he showed very keen awareness of his surroundings and making sure that he came out with the victory. Not like, unlike the Georgia Bulldogs, who had their own destiny in their hand and then faltered in the end. Me personally, they wouldn't be in a championship match. But, Mr. Casales, congratulations. You have a hard task ahead of you. As now that Mr. Lemasters has tasted gold, I doubt very seriously that he will relinquish such without a strong fight. But that is all for tonight. I grow weary. I need rest. So on that note, I bid you a good day. For the love of Christ, I said good day.